Alright, so technically new low weigh-in. Not much, but it's something. Scale fluctuates up and down for a lot of reasons. I know I've been following everything to a T. I'm happy with that. It's about 5:40 right now, and I'm about to go do my morning cardio, which I hate morning cardio. I am hungry. I always wake up hungry. I hate doing fasted cardio. It's nothing special, but it's what I've been assigned. So I'm gonna go do it, even though I don't want to. I want to eat breakfast first, but I want to leave no stones left unturned. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's do it. Okay, morning cardio is done. At least when you do it that way, you have something to check off the list right away. Kind of puts you in a good headspace, so I'll give it that. Now it's just time to make breakfast and go from there. So breakfast is done. We've got the usual shit, waffles, and I usually plan out my day while I eat my breakfast and then just hop straight into work. It's check-in day, so it's a busy day. Check-ins is when my clients check in and I give them responses, make any adjustments to plans, that sort of thing. So always a busier day when it's a check-in day. Then we got a workout to get into. So overall, one of those busy, crazy days, but can't complain. Okay, so it's time for meal 2. Right now I am currently cooking up some chicken, and I kind of accidentally just realized I like chicken better this way instead of, at some point I might have to save time and put it in the Instant Pot, but I'm just butterflying it and then searing it and letting it cook is personally my favorite way to eat it right now, so that's what we're gonna do. I've been eating shredded chicken for so long, it's just nice to have a change. Then got my microwave jasmine rice, and I get 207 grams of that, and yeah, nothing new here right now, but from here just got to keep doing some client check-ins, then I'll hit the gym, bring you along with me. I don't even know. I'll let you know what I'm doing in the gym when I find out. I haven't checked anything today. It's been a busy morning, but we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so here's the final product. I'm just going to finish it off with some takeout sauce by Flavor Gang. It only has 5 calories per serving. I'm going to use 2 servings. So going to weigh it out just like everything else, because got to make sure I am as accurate as I can be. So I got a comment about this whole, diet thing, bodybuilding thing being something called orthorexia. I just want to clarify. This isn't a diet. This isn't orthorexia. This is a sport. This is bodybuilding. And this isn't something that I recommend for the general population to do. I don't expect you to weigh absolutely everything and be as exact and on point as possible and never cheat, never go out to eat or anything like that. This is an extreme sport. It is for a purpose, and the purpose is to get as shredded and lean as possible so that when I step on stage, all of my hard work over the past 3 years of eating a shit ton of food, it is something that can be seen, because you can't see the muscle if it's covered in fat. So that's why you gotta diet down to very, very low levels of body fat in bodybuilding. Is it fun? No. Is it hard work? Yes. But it's still doable. It is still worth it to me. I like a good challenge. And I guarantee you, once I'm out of prep, my eating habits will go back to normal and I won't be being super anal about everything. If this was truly an eating disorder or orthorexia, I wouldn't be able to go back to normal eating. I would feel a ton of anxiety. I would just continue to weigh everything out to the exact gram, and that's just not reality. That is not what is happening here. So I just want to clarify, this is sport specific. This is bodybuilding, which is an extreme sport. So that's it. Gonna go eat now. Okay, it's workout time. Des is joining me. She's my training partner / partner in general. Today it's supposed to be shoulders and traps. However, if I work out my traps anymore, I'm just not gonna have a neck. So probably won't be doing traps. I always get people asking, like, what do you do for your traps? How do you grow your traps? And I'm just like, it's stress. It's genetics, stress, whatever, I don't know. I literally don't do anything for my traps. I don't do shrugs. So it just shows you, like, just because someone has this ideal body part, it doesn't mean it's because they're doing something secret or they hold the key to that thing. Sometimes genetics just bless them in that way. So anyways, off to go do some shoulders and whatever else.
Wash my teeth up, wash my face. Start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Drink some water, brush my teeth, get out of bed and I stretch. Bed in my hair is a mess. Look through my clothes for a fit. Anything I do is drip. Feel like a kid when I'm tick-tocking, I still keep it real as it is. I show my age, I don't switch often, I'm just as a dad as it gets. Try taking naps with my kids, talking, I'm guessing this life how it is. And I can't wait for the weekend, keep jammies on like I'm a kid. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face.
Okay, so shoulder workout complete. I will say cortisone shots are amazing because that's the least amount of pain I felt in a really long time with a shoulder workout. So I know they don't last forever. It's just a band-aid, but right now that was awesome. So time for my post-workout shake, which is just about, it's 40 grams of dates, almond milk unsweetened, and then a bit of coffee. And then I gotta finish the rest of my check-ins. I don't know if you guys want to see everything I'm eating all of the time, but I guess I'll just show it to you because that's basically my life right now. It's just eating and training. So yeah, sorry, kind of boring. Oh, I forgot the main ingredient of this shake, and that is protein powder. So whoopsies, don't forget that. Code coachcody if you want to try some Legion protein powder. Alright, I'm done. Okay, so it is dinner time, and here is my food. So I got a little tired of the cereal that I was doing kind of post dinner. So I found a solution, which is double up on the chicken, and I got double vegetables, little less rice, and I've been craving watermelon a lot. So I wanted to figure out a way to fit in the watermelon and all that. I'll show you, how I did that later. But gonna eat some food, and then we're gonna have a little chat about some very serious things, so stay tuned. So it's time for an important chat. Hi Toby, would you like to join the conversation?
Yes.
Yep.
I would like to talk about how I need more pets.
So this is Toby. He's a lot. He requires a lot of attention. So as you know, dating as a trans person has its drawbacks, issues, whatever, has its obstacles. I think that's what I'm looking for. But being a trans bodybuilder, that just piles more obstacles because I feel like a lot of relationships don't really survive transition and prep because it's intense and it's probably not easy dating a bodybuilder because there's like a lot of rigidity, there's a lot of sameness. Like personally for me, I thrive in that shit. I don't find it boring. I like my life like that. But what is your perspective as my girlfriend?
Well, this is my first prep I'm going through with you, like fully from the beginning to the end. So I'm still getting used to it. I think it's interesting because like, you know how like we would have our date nights and stuff like that, and like all of a sudden when you started prep they stopped.
Yeah.
Like going to sushi and stuff like that. But it's not that hard because we still do our thing. Like we eat dinner, we watch Netflix or Hulu or whatever, and we hang out and we still have our gym time and stuff like that. So I think it'll be interesting as you get hungrier to see how things go, and more tired. I remember last time you were on prep and you were at the end. It was hard to see you. Like, it was amazing to see you really.
Totally.
It was amazing to see you get so shredded and you looked incredible, but it was also like being on the inside of that thing, like knowing how hungry and tired you were and how you were pushing your body to the limit. Mm-hmm. It's challenging and like freaking out because like I think at one point a few weeks before the show you were sick.
Yeah.
And it was like, holy shit, I can't even go because it was 2020.
Yeah, because it was COVID times. And so even if I didn't have COVID, there was no way I could get on a plane because you can't.
Yeah.
We had tests at that point.
We did.
But they were hard to get.
They were.
There was no home test. There was like, you had to make an appointment.
Yep.
And you waited days. There was no rapid tests or anything like that. So I remember telling my coach, it was literally, I think, like 2 weeks away, but I was traveling to Texas, and I was like, I might be sick. I am not sure. But worst case scenario, there is an NPC show in Sacramento, like, the following week. And then he was like, why not both?
Sure.
So that's how I ended up doing both shows.
Then it was never over until,
Yeah. I'm still glad I did both shows, and I'm glad I didn't get sick. But, yeah, I think she's already been there through the hardest parts of prep, which is like the last 6 weeks or so. So she knows basically what to expect. It's been 3 years, so we both kind of gotta refresh our memory of what it is like. But I feel like we're both kind of routine individuals, so
yeah, it's so interesting because I did not realize how much I would benefit from a rigid routine until I started dating you. And then, like, as we kind of built our life together and, like, you know, put our schedules together and started spending, you know, time together, consistently and stuff like that, I've come to realize that when I don't have those things happen, when my routine's out of whack, even like this week when I had to go, to the office and stuff, I was upset because I'm like, I love my routine. So I actually do better with managing my stress and everything in the life I have with you and the rigid bodybuilder routine. But it's actually really enjoyable. I mean, we eat fantastic food. I mean, currently I'm not eating your fantastic food because you're doing your own thing, but it's like that's just part of it, and
like bodybuilding is kind of a selfish sport. It's all centered around you essentially, so it's important, like, if you have a partner that you're entering prep, that they understand that from the start, which you're still here. You went through the first prep with me. She saw it all.
I can see why relationships don't make it.
Yeah.
It is not like, it's not easy by any means, but I also feel like it helps because I enjoy bodybuilding. Like, I enjoy going to shows with you. I understand the process now. I think it's fascinating. So I think that helps.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, oh yeah, this is fucking awesome. I can't wait for you to get shredded. Like, I am stoked for you to get on stage, you know? So for me, it's like, we're doing it together.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's totally worth whatever sacrifices we might have to make. Because it's like, see you get on stage again after like 3 years of building. And building is going to be rewarding for me as well, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's a huge difference because I feel like you're just as invested in it as I am,
so invested.
Which is, you know, awesome feeling, and I don't, and like I feel super grateful for that. I don't want to take that for granted, but Toby, can you stop? Come here. Toby is not so understanding. No, I'm just kidding. But what else was I gonna say? Yeah, so I feel like, you know, she's always been just as invested as me, and yeah, she's been like my biggest supporter / cheerleader, and I think like when I'm not prepping, I usually like cook for you or make you dinner each time, and so that's like the hardest part for me because I'm like, I feel like I'm doing nothing for you. So I'm looking forward to getting that back into normalcy. So I feel like I'm contributing something, but
that's a whole other video.
But I think at the same time, like, there's this kind of like, I don't know, stigma around it as to what is normal, right? But you know, this has always been our normal, so we don't really know different, right? And I think that, like, I don't know, I still feel like we have fun.
We love our lives together.
I think we enjoy each other's company more than anything, more than, we get to go out on dates like multiple times a week.
I mean, we literally go to the same sushi spot every week. Like, it's not like, but, what happened?
Sorry, battery.
We were talking about, how our lives are not really that different on prep, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, even when we were going out, we were going to the same places. We're creatures of habit. Like, once we find something we like, we do it over and over again.
Yeah.
And because we enjoy it. And we stay in our little bubble. And some may call that boring, but, like, we just choose to do the things with our time that we know we will enjoy.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a ton of time. We are both very busy. And so the time we get, we're like, let's do the things we know we like.
Yeah.
You know? And it works.
Yeah, and bodybuilding is actually, like, anytime we've traveled, it's actually taken us on adventures, right?
Yeah.
We've gotten to travel together due to bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So it's not like our lives are just, like, we never leave the house.
No.
You know, there's long periods of times where we don't. But, you know, we've traveled to Texas numerous times for bodybuilding, whether it's for me or a client. Mm-hmm. Traveled to Georgia. Yep. Traveled to, Vegas.
We went to the Olympia, which was incredible. It was stressful. It was good.
Yeah, so it's like, it's like tourist bodybuilding in a sense. Yeah. Bodybuilding tourism is what we'd like to call it. You know, maybe one day we'll make it to Florida because the Olympia is in Florida this year, although I'm a little afraid to go to Florida these days.
But we also traveled to Santa Cruz. That's our favorite place to go.
Yeah, and so maybe I'll do a show in Santa Cruz, and we can, I hope so, kind of, you know, kill two birds with one stone because it's our favorite place. But we still go to Santa Cruz decently regularly, and we don't really need much else. Like, we're pretty simple people, so I feel like it could be fitting for people if you live a pretty simple life, and that's just what you like. It doesn't feel like it's this burden. I feel like so many people think that it is such a burden and you need to, like, break free from this rigid lifestyle, and it's just like, maybe at some point in our lives, but, like, right now, like,
why would we?
I don't know. I'm pretty
I like
happy,
the things we eat. I like the things we do, and I'm the happiest I've ever been, so why would I change it?
Yeah, same. So,
I mean, some days you kick my ass in workouts and I just want to die, but when that's not happening, I'm fine.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, we train together, It just kind of works for us.
It does.
And it'll continue working until it doesn't, I guess,
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe when I retire.
Yeah, it'll be interesting when you stop bodybuilding. Like, what will we do? What will that look like?
We'll still train. We'll
We
still
will.
live the
It's true.
bodybuilding lifestyle.
We really will. You just won't be competing.
Yeah.
We'll still go to shows, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because it's really cool stuff, know, and it's really neat to see people do incredible things with their bodies. So that sounded weird, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So, do you have any words of advice or tips to any spouses, partners of people who want to get into bodybuilding? Or, yeah.
I think just like remaining understanding of how important the meals are and not taking it personally when they can't, take you out to dinner and stuff like that or cook for you, and how important it is that they don't miss their cardio, they don't miss their gym time, and just really supporting them. I know that there are going to be we've already had some pretty emotional times where it's tough, and being there and listening as much as you can, and not trying to fix, but just be there. And then, like, I try to help out when you're like the most tired. I know you don't ask me to, but I just do it on my own. But, just to kind of take a little bit of load off of you because you're so exhausted. So, I mean, other than that, it's just like, just be their biggest supporter and, help them feel like they can do it, because there's going to be days where they don't. And there will be days where they're like, I quit. I can't do it. And you just have to be like, no, you can't quit. We're doing this. You can't quit. So, yeah, I don't know if that's lame advice, but that's all I've got.
Find you a partner that celebrates your wins and
right.
and losses. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just obviously very much so helps when I feel like she gets just as excited for my accomplishments, and I'm like, what is this?
Yes!
Like, you don't just secretly resent me and hate me? Cool. So
I'm here for it. I am here for it. It's been really fun to watch you grow and see how hard you've worked to get to this point. And so it's like, yes, this is like our celebration at the end. So I am here for all of it. I'm really excited.
So yeah, anyways, I guess that's it. We don't plan to break up. I think there is people just assumed that we were no longer together because
you weren't posting videos?
I wasn't posting videos, but also, like, if anyone is on here wondering, like, where I'm at, I'm very, very active on Instagram. Like, I literally post every day. So if you're ever wondering, like, if we broke up or I died, just go to Instagram.
We're always on each other's Instagrams.
It's interesting because it's just like, I always just assume people follow me in both places. So it was interesting to get a few comments of being like, I was wondering if you guys were still together and all this stuff. And it's just like, oh yeah, people don't follow me in both places. So yeah, we've still been going strong. We've been together for over a year now.
We're very happy.
Yeah,
things are great.
There's been no instances where we've been, like, on the rocks.
No.
Maybe this time we will be. No, I'm just kidding.
You better watch it, buddy.
So yeah, that's about it. Any last words of advice? I know I already asked you to do that. So
No. I think that's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go eat some watermelon now, and snuggle some more puppies.
And find something to watch.
And find something else. Can you guys give us some suggestions?
I was about to say, if anybody knows anything we can watch, we could use your suggestions, because we are running out of things.
We just finished Yellow Jackets, which was wild.
I'm glad that's over, actually.
And then we also just watched the Hillsong documentary on Hulu, which I highly recommend if you have not already seen it, because y'all, like, church people telling all this trans people that we are sexual predators. Excuse me, but have you not, like, seen what goes on in the church? Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go for now. I'm tired.
Toby, say bye.
I'm gonna stop recording for today. Bye, Toby. Say bye. No. You just want more pets?
He's like, just pet me. Did you just wink at me?
It's like, no, I had something in my eye.
Oh.
I love you too.
I love you the most.